Methods made manifest. The Think Elephants International team tested the Asian elephant's ability to follow visual cues given by humans. Using a sliding table, equipped with 2 buckets, the experimenters presented elephants with a choice between a bucket baited with sunflower seeds and a bucket that remained empty. Both buckets were covered with their lids. In test trials, a curtain drawn between the table and the elephant subject prevented the subject from seeing at which side of the table the baited bucket was located. One experimenter called ready, and another pulled the curtain open. The experimenter at the table then gave a cue to the subject, visually signaling toward the baited bucket. 3 different condition signals were tested: point, orient, and point and orient. The signal across conditions was given for 5 seconds in each trial. The table was then pushed up and the elephant was allowed to make a choice by removing the lid from a single bucket. Each elephant completed 2 sets of each condition with each experimenter. Each set consisted of 16 trials, 12 test trials, and 4 control trials. In control trials, no visual cue was given at all to ensure that any success for the elephants was due to the presence of the visual cue. As it turned out, the elephants were not successful in any of these conditions and stumbled upon the baited bucket by chance, about 50% of the time. While dogs excel in following human-given visual cues, wolves, the domestic dog's ancestor, do not. The fact that dogs have been artificially selected by humans for hundreds of years may explain the difference between how these related species fare in the task. This theory is called the domestication hypothesis. While the Asian elephant has lived in captive contact with humans for centuries, breeding has never been artificially selected. The authors point out that while the elephant's inability to follow the human-given visual cues may allow for interesting commentary on the effects of domestication, the results more strongly highlight not that elephants fail to respond to human-given cues, but that they fail to respond to visual cues. A final test run by the team investigated whether the elephants would respond to human-given vocal commands in contrast to the visual cues presented previously. Interestingly enough, when given directional cues such as left and right, and non-directional cues such as turn, elephants that had previous training and exposure to these vocal commands were able to follow them toward the baited bucket in ultimate success. If elephants don't rely heavily on vision, comparing their social intelligence to other species will require scientists to take their perspective. In other words, if elephants don't see their world the way other animals do, we can't view them under the same light. For more details, read the published article by following the link below.